Hi everyone. Okay, we today have another message from the LightKeepers for all of us who are working to bring more love and more light into our own journey as well as to the collective during these really important times. So, we have just come off the eclipse season. I don't know about you guys, but this last week felt more gentle, like gentle energy. Doesn't mean we don't have things going on, but it's this. Okay, they just said the word upliftment period, but it's an upliftment period that, how do I want to explain this? It's almost like an energy of floating. Now remember, that doesn't mean that we as individuals and obviously as the collective are still going to go through things. But there's this period of time where, okay, they just said the word resting phase in the sense of the energy. It's like it's status quo is what I just heard. So if we have really elevated energy, if, tensions, things like that, that's going to stay that way is what I'm getting. Um, Gosh, this is hard to explain. They just said each to their own as well. Kind of where we're at in our own individual journey. We're going to be in that period of, like we had talked in the last video, the November update, kind of these few months before the solstice and the new year in this floating phase. Okay, so what I want you to understand is, floating sounds all joyous and wonderful and just like, oh, this is going to be easy. That's not what we're talking about here necessarily. It's kind of like the same energy. We're going to stay status quo in some of that same energy. All right. So before, like, there's oh god, I just got chills. Before there's, like, they just said a great shift and change. I don't know what that actually means, but that's what they're saying. So with that, we do have the 11/11 energetic portal date coming up in a week. I believe it's Saturday or Sunday the 11th. Sorry, I didn't look at my calendar, but that's coming up in another week. What they said to me is that, they just said like a bump, kind of like going over a speed bump. Okay, so that's what they're showing me. A speed bump, but a kind of like a bump up, a speed bump is what they're saying. I don't know how that'll be reflected for you. Just, I think, being aware of, okay, so they're showing, I didn't intend to do this. I was just going to give you the little ditty that they brought through, which is really beautiful, which I am going to do, but I guess I'll just give you what they're showing me. They are showing, okay, they're showing going through like a window, like a portal. It's interesting. They never really, for me, talk much about the early, I think I said this last year, the early months or the earlier months of the years, like 1/1, 2/2, March 3rd, right? April 4th. It's always the later part of the years they show me the more importance or impact of the 11/11, the 12/12. Don't ask me why. That's just feels what they're showing. They always do this with me, but they did say last year, it's almost like cumulative energy, more of a spinning, and they're showing that to me, right? But we're going through this. They're showing this energetic portal this time, 11/11. Okay, continuing to move you into the time of the solstice. So, okay. So anyway, I just wanted you to know that, how that'll play out in your individual journey will obviously be individual, all right? But we will feel that kind of impact. I keep getting this floating feeling of the same energy we're in, moving us into the new year. I do not have a theme for the new year. I don't know if they're going to bring me a theme for the new year. They have, for 2024. They have a tendency to just kind of change things up. For each year. So anyway, needless to say, I hope that's helpful to you in your journey. As we know, continuing to, it feels like very much integrating from the eclipse season, which was a big one. oh my gosh, like never before, at least from what I have understood and has also felt in my own journey and seen it with others. So I hope you're coming out into some kind of respite. They just said respite is what I'm getting, like collecting yourself so that we can move forward in the times to come. Okay. So I think today's little, I guess I'll just say, message from the Lightkeepers is really poignant for this time and also moving into the new year. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Carolyn. I'm a channel, I'm a distance energy healer, and I'm a spiritual awakening mentor. And I offer these messages, these conversations, so that you can have some support during your awakening and ascension journey, and honestly not feel so alone, because we can, particularly when we start out in this journey. All right. So thank you to everybody who's always here. I really enjoy your comments, and I appreciate those of you who are new. I hope you enjoy this video and these messages, and I have a plethora of other videos that you can check out, since I guess I've been doing this since 2018, early 18, I think. So needless to say, thank you so much for joining me. Down below in the description box, you will see a link that will take you over to more free content. Essentially, it will give you a video and tell you a little bit about my journey first. It will give you a video on how to create flow in your body for health and wellness. But more importantly, I believe it takes you over to my email list where you can get more free content in a beautiful message that I bring through for you every week. So that's what I use my email list for. So if you would like more messages from the Lightkeepers, you can sign up for that. You'll get one a week. That's what I use my email list for. And what they have told me in the past, and I don't know if I've said this before, but okay, they just said the word encoded. So they told me the very day I started channeling that they wanted me to be able to provide these channels to people because they're encoded with light. Okay, so when you see the words, you hear the words, you also get that energy. I just want you to know that. So that's what I use my email list for. So sign up and join me there as well. Okay, so I don't think I have anything else to say at this point. Again, if you wish to work with me, check out purplerainhealing.com. That's also included below, and you'll be able to connect with me and we can talk further about what might work for you if you'd like to have support in your journey. All right, everybody, I'm going to send you on over. I hope you enjoy the message, and I will see you in the next video. The opening of all that is, launching you forward into the great unknown. The bright light as you blaze the trail to the heavens. For you guide those in your way, launching into the times to come. You are the wayshowers, those who have come to be the light, the crystalline stream of brilliance that is the path you leave for others to follow. Days come and go, and you do understand how you sow in these times a trail for others to find. At times you feel hopeless and useless and wondering too what this journey that you're traveling through will present on the other side, for it is not seen with human eyes. It is a light you embody, that you grow through the journey that you have sown across these days in your way. The sparks of light that you offer is the trailblazing you are doing, mesmerizing those who come in your path. You have seen it at times in the eyes of those who come your way, the knowing of the deep soul of you. For understand, as the human walks the day, souls speak in their own unique way. You cross paths with those who you are meant to as they look for your assistance as a soul. Crossing paths you do for purpose in what may seem like your everyday, your feeling of purposelessness in the many events that unfold during the course of a human day, but it is not. And we wish you to know it's more than bold, and the unseen energy that you leave behind is a web that is building and surfacing in time across the collective worldwide too. For it is a network you see of lightworkers far and wide that will be what weaves the light in places unknown and those where the darkness is known. Weaving you do across the course of time, the collective worldwide, and then in the web they will find the light of love is in their way. They are captured now, from the work you have done as a collective, we say, tightly woven, the threads too, crystalline, with the light of love embedded and imbued in them too. Breaking down, the old will become the new as the light and love you have weaved across the lands too, taking the dark of the time, weaving it in and dissolving it. This is how the times will come to change, as you, the individual light worker, weave your way across your day and in the time as you are located across the worldwide stage we find, for there is purpose that you sow every single place that you go, traveling to places that your soul takes you to, patching up holes where more love is needed too, and clearing out and healing the earth we find with the energy you bring into your own body and time. It is the work that you're doing, we say, the very individual of you, the network that you are, the light worker in your way. As the days go by, we know you find it difficult to understand what you see in the 3D of time. But the network is growing and is crystalline too, is breaking down the old that has imprisoned humankind too. So we send you our light and our love in our way. Know that you are ever the saving grace.